Advanced Anatomy and Physiology crew, here we go on week number 9. So thank you for the work last week on the meninges and cerebrospinal fluid. And we started the vessels of the top half of the body. We'll continue and finish some of that stuff out this week. So for week 9, a couple of things. We will have a relatively detailed presentation on the autonomic nervous system. You were first introduced to it in general anatomy and physiology, and we kind of just left it hanging. We said the autonomic nervous system controls the involuntary stuff. There's a sympathetic nervous system to prepare you for action. There's a parasympathetic nervous system to prepare you for resting and digestive functions. And then we sort of left it at that. This week we'll dig into the details. This will take some time. So as you go through this content, please take detailed notes, and you have to learn it sequentially. We'll start with anatomy, we'll start with some terms, we'll start with receptors, and then we'll really see what the two systems do together to control tissues. So there's a lot involved. I've got some practice problems for you as well. So please hang in here. This is detailed content. You have to know the previous stuff before you start adding pieces, and ultimately you will get to some sample problems. So it's really cool stuff, and it will lead to a discussion on drugs, pharmacology, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So it's really about controlling cardiac muscle and smooth muscle and glands. So that's the lecture content for this week. I did give you some sample problems, so please take a look at those. And you have to be really well versed in the background content before you wade into those. So, and I know you don't know it yet, but when you see a word like cholinergic, it has to mean something to you. And if you don't know what the word cholinergic means, if you haven't studied it to that point, then it's going to be impossible to do, for example, the sample problems. For lab, we'll take a look at the vessels in the lower half of the body, and I'm going to have you watch a short video. I think it's like a 4-minute video on portal systems, which are kind of these unique arrangements of the cardiovascular system that don't fit into the nice sort of normal circulatory pathway. That would include an artery, some arterioles, capillaries, and then venules and veins. A portal system is going to be this cool, unique system, and we've got a couple of them in which there are 2 sites of exchange. And the portal system really allows 2 organs to communicate more directly without going through normal circulation. So there's a video to watch on portal systems, and then I'll have you learn the vessels of the lower half of the body. So for lecture, 10-minute quiz at the end of this week on the autonomic nervous system presentation. There's a lot. Please make sure you're digging in. For lab, 10-question quiz over portal systems and vessels over the lower half of the body. Thank you for the work, folks. If you need me, please reach out. Always make sure you're checking your emails. Have a good week.